Hello, and welcome back to the show. My name is Angel, aka Headhunter Exotics, and today's video is going to be basically an informative video of what you do, or what to do, or how to handle an aggressive or defensive ball python. I have one in a rack behind me, and she's been aggressive since the day I got her. I'm very cautious with handling her, and I'm going to go ahead and show you basically how I handle her. So with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and dive on in. So guys, how do you really deal with a defensive or an aggressive ball python? Alright guys, I'm going to show you two methods of how I remove Kaden from her enclosure. You could use this method either an enclosure like this, the rack system, or if you have them in an aquarium. So let me show you the first method of how I remove her, and then we'll go to the second method. There's several different ways you can do this. If you have a snake hook, that's another good method of removing your ball python or your snake out of your enclosure. But I don't have a snake hook, and not everybody does. So I'm going to show you basically two methods on how I do this, okay? So let's look into the first method, okay? Okay, this is Kaden's enclosure. Notice this is her hide right here. She knows I'm here because now she feels me moving her hide, so she knows that I'm here. I don't ever grab it over here on this side because of the opening right here. So always grab her bowl. I don't have one smaller on hand at the moment, so this is why I'm using the larger one. Okay, and then I always grab it from this side. Always face it towards her as I remove it so I don't get struck. And as you can see, she's always ready. I named her Kaden because it means spirit of battle. Since the day I've gotten her, she's been very defensive. So basically what I'm gonna do is, this is one method. I use a soft Ozarka water bottle. You can use any water bottle. You could see that she has her eye trained on me. If you see my hand to the right, you will see her face go to the right. If you see my hand on the left, see her following my hand. She's following my heat signature. So basically, if I want to grab her, if I were to stick my hand in, she would definitely bite me. And if I had nothing else to grab her with, I'd basically stick in my hand flat ways like this with my thumb tucked in and face it this way, kind of put it over her head. She would go into a ball position and then I'd be able to grab her. But that's the last resort. I'm going to use this water bottle. This is one method. Basically, you don't want to hurt her or your snake. You're just basically going to tap or bump them on the head and then try to grab them from behind when you have a chance. Okay. Let me move her around. She's hissing. She's turned the other way. And there you go. That's one method. Now this is the second method I use, and this honestly is a little bit more comfortable because they only strike at what they could see. They don't strike at anything they can't see. So this is a second method. If you got some paper towel or paper, whatever laying around, double fold it this one. And so basically what I'm gonna do is lay this over her like that. She doesn't see me. and you could grab them just like that. And you put her over here on the table. Okay, I got Kaden on this table right here. And as you could see, her head still cocked back. She's ready to strike. And what I want to try to do is socialize her and work with her as much as I can. One, because I do not want her to get bigger and continue to be like this, continue to be aggressive and defensive, because as she gets bigger, she'll be able to cause more damage in her bites. And I do want her to be social enough that I could introduce her or show her off to people, family and friends. So I want to take care of this issue now while she's young. You could see how her head's cocked back. She's just keeping her eye on me. You could see I'm moving my hand to the left, and you could see her. She's following my hand. If I take it to the right, and she's following my hand again. She thinks she's scared. Basically, she's scared. She doesn't know what's going to happen to her. She doesn't know what to expect from me. And this is what I want her to understand, is that every time I work with her, she's not gonna be hurt. Okay, so I never want to place my hand in the line of fire to where she could bite me. So if I'm ever gonna work with her, I'm always gonna have to come in from behind, right here. See if she's gonna turn. You don't want to give them too much time to react. So basically what you could do is you could get those Zarkobato and continue to, tap her head to where you could go ahead and reach around the back right over here and grab her safely. But remember, you always want to stay out of the line of fire. You see her scooting up. She's been aggressive since day one. She hasn't turned down a meal, and she smashes everything in sight. And she wants to add me to that list. But I want her to love me. I want her to trust me, and that's what I want to build up, is trust with her. I don't want to stress her I don't want to stress her out too much. So basically, I'm gonna come in from behind, pick her up. See, I turned her away. I'm taking my hands out of the line of fire. Ooh. There you go. See, I picked her up. She's getting used to me holding her. That's basically how you have to handle a ball python. Let me get you a better angle. Hold on. Okay, so I have Kaden right here. And you can tell she's still a little nervous. She's still a little... basically, you just want to kindly touch her. You don't want her to feel that you're making any fast movements. She starts flicking her tongue. She's starting to get more inquisitive. A little bit more relaxed. And every time you have an interaction with her, you want to, or with your reptile, you always want to have a positive interaction. You don't want to have a negative interaction because it sets you back. They compute this in their mind, and it stays with them. You have to start all over from. So I like to touch them a little bit as far as I can, as they allow me to. I don't try to do anything that they won't let me do. I do everything at their pace, because I feel that's the safest way. So she opens up a little bit more. There she is. And you could see that she's just, she has her eye kind of trained on the camera, basically because she could pick up the heat from the heat pits on the front of her face. She could pick up the heat signature from the camera. So Basically, you see her tongue flicker out. I like to rub them on the right underneath the mouth, in the chin area right here, and it's usually positive. They get a little bit more. It calms them down a little bit more. But I never, never, ever want to place my hand in the line of fire. I don't want to put it in front of her face and give her a target. So the more times that I could handle her like this and we could both be safe, the more times she's going to feel more and more and more comfortable me handling her. And she's the only one in my collection that's like this. All the other ones, they'll hiss, but you could kind of read their body language more or less. If it's a hiss like, you know what, I'm just trying to scare you, but it's a bluff. Or you could tell that they mean business. And this girl, I guarantee you, she means business. And I want to go ahead and nip that in the bud while she's young, instead of me having to deal with her when she's 2,000 plus grams and, you know, her bite could cause, you know, could be very serious. You know, I have to watch what she does, man. Sometimes, you know, her body language is, I'm still getting used to it. I could read pretty much everybody else's body language, but she's just still antsy. She's real nervous. She doesn't trust me yet. But the more you work with them, and the more they will get more and more comfortable with you. As you could see that, you know, her tongue's flickering. She's just curious on what's going on in this room, basically what's going on around her. And she's beautiful. I don't want to hurt her. I want to have nothing but positive interactions. But basically, this is how I handle my aggressive ball python. And the aggression, you know, we look at it as aggression, but she's honestly just being defensive. She's small, I'm big. I mean, how would you feel if King Kong was standing in front of you and wanting to pick you up? You know, I think you'd be a little bit nervous. You'd be scared. You'd probably try to smash his finger or something, but she's just doing what she can to defend herself. And I don't hate her for it. I don't dislike her for it. She's just doing what's in her instinct to do. So guys, let me go ahead and put her back, and I'll show you that. Okay guys, so I'm going to go ahead and put her back. Now put her back in the far end of the tub. I don't try to you know, I put this to where she won't strike me. Put it over her because it calms her down, but as you could see, her head sticking out. I still got to put her bowl in. So basically what I'm going to do is I get the water bottle, put her back in, or I could leave it there, matter of fact. Now the water bowl, put it back in. Don't have to worry about her striking me. And then move the water bottle. And she's safe and I'm safe. So that's how I handle Kaden, my female clown ball python. Well guys, that's how I handle Kaden. I know there's a lot of videos out there, formative videos on how to deal with an aggressive or defensive ball python. As you could see, it was safe for me, it was safe for her, and nobody got hurt. And if that was any use to anybody out there, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell, hit all notifications, so every time I upload a video and it's posted on YouTube, you'll get a notification when the new one has been uploaded. So guys, I appreciate that. If you got any comments or anything you want to add to this video, other safety tips or whatever, please leave them in the comment, and I'll do an update video and include y'all suggestions in that video, guys. I do like to pass on knowledge, guys, techniques. I like to pick up new techniques, and I think it's just going to further everybody in the hobby. So guys, share that knowledge, share that love, guys, show support. to everybody out there that's making a YouTube video. You know, so guys, with that being said, peace, love, God bless. See you.